Hi, everyone. Happy Thursday. So I just came into a situation the other day that made me really kind of step back and say, wow, I was so judgmental on this person for something that I used to do all the time. And it just kind of is a full circle moment when I realized that I'm judging this person, I'm upset with this person, and I think this person is just out of their mind right now, upset about a situation that they started. like, so what I'm talking about here is when you have something go wrong in your life and it's not your fault. I used to be that girl. Anything and everything that went wrong, even if it was they messed up my order at Dunkin' Donuts, or I didn't have the right lighting in my apartment, or they gave me the wrong paint, from that all the way to stupid things like I walked into dog poop, I stepped in it and now my shoes are ruined. Um, Silly little things. So you have to remember that every action has a reaction, right? In order for there to be an action, something or someone has to be involved, right? Actions don't just happen on their own unless it's a natural disaster, right? So it all comes down to mindfulness. Now, the situation specifically that I'm talking about is someone had gone to the grocery store, went home, forgot their groceries at the store, and got extremely upset because right away, right off the bat, it's because they had to go through self-checkout. That's why. Duh. Right? So because there's 2 registers open, only 2 people working, and the lines are really long, they had to go through self-checkout, which meant they forgot their groceries for that reason. So it's automatically the store's fault because they're understaffed, right? Instead of saying, oh, I had something else on my mind. Or I was thinking about something else. I was talking to a friend that I hadn't seen in a long time. Or I saw so-and-so and said hi, and I was walking out the door, completely forgot. Nope, it's the store's fault because they're understaffed. Like, I used to do that stupid, annoying shit all the time. and when I was so judgmental about this person and how they were acting and handling this crisis, I mean, they came undone. Undone. Like, this store is so stupid. They're not shopping there anymore. This is ridiculous. Society sucks. Now it's society's fault because nobody wants to work, right? So it is a whole process of conspiracy, like, because they forgot their groceries. I know I'm laughing, and I'm laughing because I now find it so amusing, but there was a time when I was that ridiculous. And not to say that it's ridiculous, it's a mindset. To act that way and to think that way is a mindset. It's not a habit. It's not a quality. It's not a trait. It's not a personality. It's a mindset. You have been structured to believe you do nothing wrong. You're a victim. That's the bottom line. And it's hard to hear. It's really hard to hear. But like, if I'm walking down the street and I step in dog shit, whose fault is that really? I mean, yes, it's disrespectful for people to not pick up their dog's poop. But guess what? There's dog poop everywhere on this planet. It's my responsibility to be mindful of where I'm walking and where I'm stepping. Yes, I should be able to walk down the street and not be able to step on dog poop. That's absolutely true. But I also have a responsibility as a human being that is alert, has a brain, and walks this planet, that I need to be mindful of where I'm walking. If I walked into a telephone pole instead, would it be the utility company's fault because they put a telephone pole right there in the middle of the sidewalk? You wouldn't be bitching about that, would you? You would say, oh my God, I'm so embarrassed. I just ran into a telephone pole because I wasn't paying attention. But yet you step in dog poop and it's somebody else's fault. I mean, really, they're both obstacles in the same space, but one has a different reaction than another. You know, I mean, it all boils down to you're not paying attention. You're not paying attention. You're not being present. And you're not watching where you're stepping. At the grocery store, you're not being mindful. You're not being mindful. You're not being present. You're not paying attention to everything that you just spent money on and making sure that you have it when you're walking out the door. Right? So, some food for thought. When something happens in your life, when everything seems like it's falling apart, there's a big what to do, big issue, even if it's something small and you just spiral, it's like a huge tragedy that you stepped in dog poop, right? Think about it. Honestly, stop and think about, how could this have been prevented? On my part, what do I have control over that could have prevented this whole situation from happening? I had no control over the person that left the dog poop there. No control over that. You do not have control over other people. I had control over making sure that I was watching where I was walking and being mindful and being present. Right? So stop and think. Take a couple breaths, relax, and think about, what part of that situation did you have control over that would have changed the outcome? And take responsibility for it. Learn from it. Don't do it again. That is, and the more you practice that, the more you do that, the more you're going to change your mindset all by yourself, without a life coach, without therapy, without somebody telling you off, without fighting, without being combative, without any of that. You're just going to change your mindset all by yourself, like an adult. But I mean, sometimes we need guidance to do that. I did. I was a victim for so many years. I was like, I don't do anything wrong. Everything happens to me. It all started with my childhood. I wasn't paid attention to. I didn't get this. I didn't get that. I grew up poor. I was a victim of my circumstances. Grow up, take some responsibility, own your actions, figure it out, move forward. I'm telling you something right now, you're going to live such a more peaceful life if you do that. Anyways, that's my tip for this week. Have a wonderful day. Bye.